Hello, hello everyone. Nice to see you. Hope you're having a good Monday. Um, we're going to carry on a little bit today with our goose theme, seeing as it's the time that the geese are starting either arriving or that there's a lot of geese flying in their big skeins and making great, wonderful noises as they fly. But before we do that, let's have a bit of a warm up. So I'm going to stand, adjust this a little bit, and we're going to start with a little bit of a shakeout. So let's just have a shake every bit of your body that feels like it might want to shake. So shake your hands, your arms, shoulders, your bum and your belly, your legs if you're okay standing on one leg or holding onto a chair or something for balance. And you can shimmy up and down a bit if that's comfy for your knees. And you can do a gentle shake of your chin with a bit of a noise. And then we're going to shake out any grumbles that we've got. Any sound that comes that might help you shake out your grumbles. Wonderful. It's quite therapeutic to do that. So, let us move on to being a little bit of seaweed tossed about by the sea. It was certainly quite stormy down by the sea here at the weekend. I'm just going to pop my glasses there. So can you see me? Let me alter this ever so slightly. There we go. That's better. So we start this with our feet just anchored onto the ground, as if we're that hold fast that anchors the kelp to the rock. And then we just imagine the waves are tossing us around very gently to start with. Just moving quite slowly. And these are your kelp fronds. So just feeling the weight of your arms and allowing your whole body to be really relaxed. And then it's getting a wee bit more stormy. You're being tossed about in all directions. So just seeing if you can let your hips and your knees and your shoulders go as relaxed as they can be. And then it's getting a bit faster. The waves are getting bigger. You're being tossed about all over the place. But you're holding fast with your feet. Woo. And then it's calming down a wee bit. I was swimming in the sea the other day. It was Friday. I was actually having a swimming lesson with my friend Debbie, who does open water coaching sessions in the sea. And it was such crazy big waves. It was absolutely crazy. We were all just getting completely washed over by these big breakers. It was quite fun, quite challenging to do the front crawl. So just calming back, keeping it lovely and relaxed still, and coming back to a bit slower, and then you're just feeling shh. You can make a few sea sounds. Shh. A bit more relaxed now. And coming back to stillness. Lovely. Do let me know who's there. As usual, it's always nice to know who's there and to be able to say hi and know how you're getting on. So I'm just checking the YouTube. Oh, clicked on the wrong thing. There we go. Hi Senga, hi. Nice to see you. Or nice to know you're there. Can't actually see you, of course. So, what were we going to do next? Let's give our face a little bit of a wake-up massage. Can be a nice thing to do. So, starting with our fingers, maybe 3 fingers in the middle of the forehead here. And then just drawing the fingers very slowly towards the outside of the eyes. We'll do that a few times. And just by doing this can encourage our face to relax a little bit. It's partly the slowness, partly the contact. So one more, just pulling our fingers gently over the forehead. Lovely. And then quite a nice thing to do is getting the palms of your hands up here, your cheeks, bringing it down over your cheeks all the way down. And if you've got your own things that you like to do to massage your face, then go ahead with what feels right for you. These are just some suggestions. And then with the thumbs, you can gently press around the eye sockets, so not over the actual eyeball, but just gently around the sockets, encouraging the muscles there to relax a wee bit. And then with your thumb and first finger, just pinching gently along the line of the jaw from round by the ears, coming back to the chin. And then giving the ears a bit of a tug can be quite nice. Lovely. And then let's bring our shoulders up to our ears and all the way back and down. Lovely. And let's go again. Shoulders up to ears and back and down. And one more. So all the way up to your ears, so you've got a bit of a stretch there, and then really opening out across the chest as you come down. And then just noticing, you keep your shoulders in that position for a bit, noticing how that feels when the shoulders are nice and back. And then if you're comfortable doing this, if this works for you, you turn the camera a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Just clasping your hands behind your back. Don't do this if it doesn't work. It's not going to work for your shoulders. But if it does work, it's a lovely stretch across the front of the chest. So just opening that area out a little bit. And we can do some oval shapes in the air with our hands. And back the other way. And if you can, some figure of eights while you're here. Gets a bit more stretch into that there. Oh, lovely. I can feel that opening out quite a bit. Yeah. So let's wake up our face a little bit more. So let's do a lion face. So a lion face is where everything is as stretched as it possible can be. You get your lion claws out and you stick your tongue out as well, so it gets a bit of a stretch on the tongue. So after 3, 1, 2, 3. Awesome. And let's go again, a couple more times. 1, 2, 3. Amazing. So eyes as wide as they can be as well. Once more. 1, 2, 3. Amazing. Lovely. Great. We'll just do a little bit more tongue stretching. So we're going to use our tongue as a signpost, and the tongue will either be up, down, left, right, or out. And you try and follow my directions. So up, down, left, up, out, up, down, left, right, up, down, right, up, down, up, down, out. Lovely. And your tongue should feel a little bit tired after that. And that means that you've given your tongue a little bit of a stretch. Hi, Sandra. Nice to see you there as well. Well, to know that you're there. Awesome. So we're going to begin to wake up our voice. And we're going to imagine we're holding a cocktail glass full of whatever you would like your cocktail glass to be full of. It could have champagne, prosecco, gin, wine, Bucks Fizz, whatever you would like in your cocktail glass. And you are imagining you're at a very posh cocktail party. So you're going to be getting a very posh voice. And you're going to be saying to somebody right down your nose, you're going to be going, hello. So after 2, 1, 2, hello. And we're going to do that once more. Imagine you're saying it to somebody else. So you're really looking down your nose at them as much as you can. 1, 2, hello. Awesome. And then we're going to be the nosy neighbour. I put my hands up here. This is an imaginary garden fence or garden wall. Needs to be a little bit higher actually. So it's just above eye level. And I need to peer over so I can see over this fence. And then I'm going to go cooey to the neighbour. So after 2, 1, 2. Then we go back down behind our fence again. We're going to do that again at a different pitch, any pitch you'd like. Cooey to your neighbour after 2, 1, 2. Cooey. Back down behind your fence. And one more, different pitch after 2, 1, 2. Cooey. And back down again. And then we're going to do our operatic voice, our hot potato. We're going to open an imaginary oven and we're going to pull out a very hot potato and we're going to sing any note, any pitch. I have a hot potato in my hands. So you can make up your own tune to I have a hot potato in my hands. So after 2, we're going to open our oven and then free form, however you want to sing that, but an operatic style. So open your oven and get your potato out. I have a hot potato in my hands. Awesome. Okay, hot potato's gone, your hands have cooled down. We're going to do it once more. Open your oven and I have a hot potato in my hands. Lovely. I'm sure you got a wonderful operatic sound there. Okay, let's wake our breath up a little bit. Come down into our bellies. So loose fist around the belly button area. And we're going to breathe out, checking we're lovely and relaxed. Ease in the knees, so knees nice and soft. But an imaginary cord coming out the crown of the head. So we've got simultaneously softness in the knees and a lovely long spine. and shoulders lovely and relaxed. And we're going to breathe out to she with the belly going gradually towards the spine, and then release the belly and letting the air back in. So 1, 2, she, release, she, release, one more, she, lovely. And then we're going to do our boomerang exercise as a breathing exercise. So on this we're going to release an imaginary boomerang, and the boomerang is going to go away from us, and the sound gets a bit quieter but it carries on. And then as the boomerang loops around and it comes back towards us, the sound gets louder again. So we need to retain enough breath and enough control over our breath so we can allow it to get a little bit softer and then a bit louder again. Okay? So after 2, and we'll do it on a she to start with. Any pitch. 1, 2. She. And then we'll do the next one on a she. 1, 2. She. Lovely. And the next one on a shoe. 1, 2. Shoe. Lovely. I hope those worked okay. And let's get our buzzing bee going. So zzz, our bee wings and our zzz sound. And we're going to start with a bit of a sad bee. It's not been a good day for this bee. So let's have a bit of a imaginary sad bee conversation with a neighbouring bee, neighbourly bee. And then things have changed. It's a celebratory bee. So let's go. Use your facial expressions as well to get into the emotions. And then we've got a malicious bee. Ooh. And then we're going to finish with a little bit of a spaced out bee. Don't know what it's been drinking. Lovely. And we're going to finish with Goose Goggle Goose as a warm-up song, seeing as we're on a bit of a goose theme. So we'll start here. So for anybody who's watching who's not done this before, normally if we were in a room together, we'd be in 2 groups or 2 lines, and one group would do the goose tune, which goes goose goggle goose goggle 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 goose, 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 goose goggle goose goggle 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 goose. And after each phrase we do a lovely release of the belly, letting the air in. So it's all nice and relaxed. So we'll do that together to start with. And a 1, 2. Goose goggle goose goggle 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 goose, 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 Goose, goggle, goose, goggle, 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 goose. And it's a good wake up for the jaw as well. Let's just give that jaw a bit of a rub, bit of a squidge. And then the other part, or the other line of singers, come in with, the first part goes, goose, goggle, goose, goggle, 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 goose, honk, honk, goggle, goose, goggle, etc., etc. So, let's do the honking. And when you honk, see if you can really feel it down here. So, honk, honk. Let's just practice that to start with. 1, 2, 3. Honk, honk. You should feel the muscles here moving as you do that honking. So, I'll do the goose, goggle, goose. You come in with the honks this time. A 1 and a 2. Goose, goggle, goose, goggle, 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 goose. Honk, honk, 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 goggle, goose, goggle, 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 goose. Honk, honk. Woof. Lovely. I hope you enjoyed that. So we're now moving on to our other goose song, Wild Geese Are Flying Along. So this is a round, very simple little round. Let's put that up there a bit so you can see me a little bit better. If anyone's coming to the Zoom session tomorrow, we decided last week that everybody would bring a goose, not necessarily a real goose. These I simply printed out off an image on the internet and stuck them on this bit of paper. So if you can find an image of a goose that you can bring along, or if you happen to have a stuffed goose or a knitted goose or any other sort of goose, bring it along to the session and we will use them in this song, which goes like this. Wild geese are flying along, flying along, flying along. And that's it. So the first bit. Wild geese are flying along, your turn. Wild geese are flying along, flying along, flying along, flying along, flying along. So it jumps right up and then gradually comes down. So make sure that you're relaxed enough to really get that high up note and imagine you're jumping on it from above. So let's do it around a few times and you can get a bit of a sway with it as well. So 1, 2, 3. Wild geese are flying along, flying along, flying along. And we're doing the breathing, so we're just having one breath in the middle, keeping it lovely and relaxed. Wild geese are flying along, release, flying along, flying along, release. Wild geese are flying along, release, flying along, flying along. One more. Wild geese are flying along, flying along, flying along. So we're going to do that with the track, which, let me just find it. So, Wild Geese. So this is in 2 parts. So you can stick to the first part, the tune, or you can come in here. Wild geese are flying along, wild geese are flying along. So that's, I'll hold the geese up when the second part's due to come in. And it goes around 4 times. And just check in with the breathing, that you're just doing one breath in the middle. And if you can't quite manage that, just going as far as you can. And a release from the belly, letting the air in. Keeping the shoulders lovely and open and relaxed. So let's go with wild geese. So I'll hold this up when the second part comes in, sorry. Wild geese are flying along. Wild geese are flying along. Flying along. Flying along. Wild geese are flying along. Flying along. Flying along. Wild geese are flying along. Flying along. Flying along. Wild geese are flying along. Flying along. Flying along. Sorry, I got that wrong where this came in. It came in quicker. But hopefully you managed that okay anyway. Okay, Strictly Bonkers we're moving on to next. So this is the song about dancing. Just give me a moment and I'll put the words up here for anybody who doesn't have them. And that takes a little bit of a time on YouTube because you can only put certain words in at the same time. We've danced the samba, the rumba, the conga and zumba, calypso, bolero, and don't forget the cha-cha-cha. That's the first bit. Then we moved on to the mambo and we danced a little tango, took a turn at the fandango, and we finished with a waltz. There we go. That's the words. Great little song. And if you know your dances, go for them. We've danced the samba, the rumba, the conga and zumba. Your turn. We've danced the samba, the rumba, the conga and zumba, calypso, bolero, and don't forget the cha-cha-cha. Calypso, bolero, and don't forget the cha-cha-cha. Then we moved on to the mambo. Then we moved on to the mambo. And we danced a little tango. And we danced a little tango. Took a turn at the fandango. Took a turn at the fandango. And we finished with a waltz. And we finished with a waltz. I'll just break that down a little bit and go a little slower in case there's anybody listening who's not done this before. So, we go up to zumba before we take a breath. We've danced the samba, the rumba, I'll do to start with. We've danced the samba, the rumba. Oh, 1, 2. We've danced the samba, the rumba, the conga and zumba, the conga and zumba. And put as much rhythm and funky movement in this as you can. I'm going to do the whole of that line. We've danced the samba, the rumba, the conga and zumba. We've danced the samba, the rumba, the conga and zumba, calypso, calypso, bolero, calypso, bolero, and don't forget the cha-cha-cha, and don't forget the cha-cha-cha, and you jump right up there. Let's see if I'll do calypso, bolero, and don't forget the cha-cha-cha, and then we'll do the whole thing. Calypso, bolero, and don't forget the cha-cha-cha, your turn. Calypso, bolero, and don't forget the cha-cha-cha. Lovely. We've danced the samba. So we go all the way up to there. One breath after zumba. We've danced the samba, the rumba, the conga and zumba, calypso, bolero, and don't forget the cha-cha-cha. Lovely, once more. We've danced the samba, the rumba, the conga and zumba, calypso, bolero, and don't forget the cha-cha-cha. Then we moved on to the mambo. Then we moved on to the mambo. And we danced a little tango. And we danced a little tango. Took a turn at the fandango. Took a turn at the fandango. And we finished with a waltz. And we finished with a waltz. Whole of the second half, then we moved on to the mambo. Then we moved on to the mambo, and we danced a little tango. Took a turn at the fandango, and we finished with a waltz. Let's go for the whole thing. And then we're going to put offbeat claps in. Actually, let's do that now. No, let's do the whole thing without first. We've danced the samba, the rumba, the conga and zumba, calypso, bolero, and don't forget the cha-cha-cha. Then we moved on to the mambo, and we danced a little tango. Took a turn at the fandango, and we finished with a waltz. Awesome. I wish I could see you dancing. We'll have to definitely do this when we're back together so we can put the dances in. So, we're doing the claps on 2 and 4. So if you step, if you're seated, you could still step. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So we're stepping on 1 and 3. 1, 2, which are the strong beats. 1, 2. So when you clap on an off beat, it makes it a bit more funky, which this tune certainly is. So we are going to clap on 2 and 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going a bit faster than that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. We've danced a samba, the comba, the conga and rumba, calypso, bolero, and don't forget the cha-cha-cha. Then we moved on to the mambo, and we danced a little tango. Took a turn at the fandango, and we finished with a waltz. Let's try once more with the clapping. Even if you find it difficult, give it a go. So it's quite a good exercise to do. So we'll get it going first of all with the step on the strong beats. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Then we're going to put the claps in. And a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What, we ready? We've danced the samba, the rumba, the conga and zumba, calypso, bolero, and don't forget the cha-cha-cha. Then we dance a little mambo, and we dance a little tango. Took a turn at the fandango, and we finished with a waltz. We danced a samba, the rumba, the conga, and zumba, calypso, bolero, and don't forget the cha-cha-cha. Then we moved on to the mambo, and we danced a little tango, took a turn at the fandango, and we finished with a waltz. Lovely. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you managed to get some claps in, even if you didn't quite manage to get them all in. So I'm going to sit back down for a minute. It's quite an energetic song, that one. There we go. So, the next song we're going to do is Pardon Me, I Didn't Knit That For You, which we haven't done for a while. It's kind of a bit of a favourite of both groups, I think, partly just because of the humour and the great video that goes with it. I'll have to send it round again. There's a video of two women singing it on YouTube, who I think are the two women who wrote it here, Kay Gardiner and Anne Shane. And there's this spoken bit in the middle that Dorothy Keith in the Musselburgh group often read, and Kathy from the Newton Grange group often read in an American accent. And I am ashamed to say I never actually knew who Elizabeth Zimmerman was. She's mentioned in this bit. Elizabeth Zimmerman once said to knit on through all crises, and that's exactly what I'm doing. And I looked her up today, and she was a British-born hand knitting teacher and designer. She lived from August the 9th, 1910 to November the 30th, 1990. And she revolutionised the modern practice of knitting through her books and instructional series on American TV. So it may be that you all knew that, but that was news to me. So do let me know if you did know that or if you didn't. She sounds like quite an interesting character, particularly if you're a knitter. I know you're a keen knitter, Sandra. Yeah, I think we've got a lot of knitters in our groups, actually, not surprisingly. We're a creative bunch. So maybe next week we should bring our knitting along. I'm making a note of that. I'll bring my knitting too. I finished some socks. Shall I show you my socks? I finished these socks the other day. I've actually got them on. So it's just that wool that knits out. So it's not too difficult to do, but always very satisfying. And they're a perfect fit. And they sort of match as well, so I'm very pleased with my socks. So let's get on to the singing. I'll put the words up here. There's quite a few of them. So, but I will post them in just in case anybody's watching who hasn't got them. I've been hiding my yarn in the closet. Oh, I wish I had fastened the door. You have found the big sweater I started, and you're asking me, who is it for? That's the first verse, and then the chorus, which the words in the chorus change slightly each time. Pardon me, I didn't knit that for you. I have knitted for somebody new. It's a truth kept inside I can no longer hide. Pardon me, I didn't knit that for you. And then we've got the second verse. Are you asking yourself why I did it? How I came to do something so cheap? It's a crime of the heart I committed. I was knitting while you were asleep. Pardon me, I didn't knit that for you. All your fears about me are true. If you knit for a friend, does that make it a sin? Pardon me, I didn't knit that for you. And then we've got this spoken bit. Darling, you have to understand that I didn't knit that for you. And the Elizabeth Zimmerman bit. Oh, that's too many words. There we go. And then we've got the final chorus. Pardon me, I didn't knit that for you. I was swatching it first, but it grew. Row by row, stitch by stitch, I was scratching an itch. Pardon me, I didn't knit that for you. You didn't know who Elizabeth Zimmerman was either, Senga. No, thank you. I'm very proud of my socks. So, let's go. I'll go through it line by line because it's a while since we've done it. And some folk might not have done it with the group. So keeping your body nice and relaxed. And if you're seated, checking out with an imaginary cord coming out the crown of the head. The back is nice and long. The feet are planted on the floor. Nothing's crossed because that tends to restrict us a bit. We can't be as open if we crossed our legs. We're kind of restricting the muscles that are available for breathing. I've been hiding my yarn in the closet. A one. And I've been hiding my yarn in the closet. Oh, I wish I had fastened the door. Oh, I wish I had fastened the door. You have found the big sweater I started. You have found the big sweater I started. And you're asking me who is it for? And you're asking me who is it for? I'll do 2 lines of that now. So I'll go up to door, but I'm going to have a breath after closet, and then you sing it after me. I've been hiding my yarn in the closet. Oh, I wish I had fastened the door. Your turn. I've been hiding my yarn in the closet. Oh, I wish I had fastened the door. You have found the big sweater I started. And you're asking me who is it for? Your turn. You have found the big sweater I started. And you're asking me who is it for? Pardon me, I didn't knit that for you. Your turn. Pardon me, I didn't knit that for you. I have knitted for somebody new. I have knitted for somebody new. It's a truth kept inside I can no longer hide. It's a truth kept inside I can no longer hide. I'm going to do that bit again because it's probably the trickiest bit. It's a truth kept inside I can no longer hide. It's a truth kept inside I can no longer hide. Pardon me, I didn't knit that for you. Pardon me, I didn't knit that for you. I'll do the chorus I'll do it line by line again actually. The secret in this is just really keeping as relaxed as we can and see if we can get right to the end of each phrase and then do a big release for the breath. Pardon me, I didn't knit that for you, your turn. Pardon me, I didn't knit that for you. I have knitted for somebody new. I have knitted for somebody new. It's a truth kept inside, I can no longer hide. It's a truth kept inside, I can no longer hide. Pardon me, I didn't knit that for you. Pardon me, I didn't knit that for you. And let's just check out the different vowel sounds in this as well. Because we've got me, knit, and you, knitted for somebody new. It's a truth kept inside. I can no longer hide. Pardon me, I didn't knit that for you. So there's quite a lot of moving the mouth about to get around those different vowel sounds. So don't, yeah, the more we do that, then the more the sound will come through and the meaning of the words will come through as well. So let's do the whole of the chorus. 1 and pardon me, I didn't knit that for you. I have knitted for somebody new. It's a truth kept inside, I can no longer hide. Pardon me, I didn't knit that for you. Once more. Pardon me, I didn't knit that for you. I have knitted for somebody new. It's a truth kept inside, I can no longer hide. Pardon me, I didn't knit that for you. Lovely. And let's have a look at the second chorus now. Pardon me, I didn't knit that for you. All your fears about me are true. If you knit for a friend, does it make it a sin? Pardon me, I didn't knit that for you. 1, 2. Pardon me, I didn't knit that for you. All your fears about me are true. If you knit for a friend, does that make it a sin? Pardon me, I didn't knit that for you. And the last chorus, pardon me, I didn't knit that for you. I was swatching it first, but it grew. Row by row, stitch by stitch, I was scratching an itch. Pardon me, I didn't knit that for you. 1, 2. Pardon me, I didn't knit that for you. I was swatching it first, but it grew. Row by row, stitch by stitch, I was scratching an itch. Pardon me, I didn't knit that for you. And let's have a go singing that all the way through with the backing track. I've got the oohs on the backing track as well. We've not recapped those. Let's just all sing the tune to start with. And on the bit, the Elizabeth Zimmerman bit, the spoken bit, you can either do the speaking, or what I've put on the track in the background is just going through the tune on an ooh. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3
you.
etc., etc. So you can choose which you do there. Let's find it. Enjoy. Relax and enjoy. Get into the spirit of the song. It's a very cheeky, tongue-in-cheek song.
I've been hiding my yarn in the closet. How I wish I had fastened the door. You have found the big sweater I started, and you're asking me who is it for. Pardon me, I didn't knit that for you. I have knitted for somebody new. It's a truth kept inside I can no longer hide. Pardon me, I didn't knit that for you. Are you asking yourself why I did it? How I came to do something so cheap? It's a crime of the heart I committed. I was knitting while you were asleep. Pardon me, I didn't knit that for you. All your fears about me are true. If you knit for a friend, does that make it a sin? Pardon me, I didn't knit that for you.
Darling, you have to understand that I didn't knit that for you. Elizabeth Zimmerman once said to knit on through all crises, and that's exactly what I'm doing. When a lonesome stranger asked me if that was handspun I was knitting, well, no man had ever talked to me like that before. Maybe I just need a new project.
Pardon me, I didn't knit that for you. I was watching it first, but it grew. Row by row, stitch by stitch, I was scratching an itch. Pardon me, I didn't knit that for you.
Lovely, well done. I hope you enjoyed singing through that again. It has been a while and it is a fun song. Do look it up on YouTube. I'll try and remember to send round the link, but I'm sure it's quite easy to find. I'm just doing a note to myself to do that. So let's have a little bit of a break from singing. Have a little bit of a drink of your tea or water or whatever you have, a little bit of a rest. So we have one more session next week and then we have a week off. So there's no sessions the week of the 19th and 20th of October, I think it is. I'm just double checking my diary. Yes. So there's no sessions that week. And I sent round the email with this clip-on out of the Musselburgh paper. It's got Heather and Irene there, and it was about the book festival event. I'm going to see if I can share it on my screen here. So just hold on a moment while I find it. Okay, and let me see if I can share that. Not finding it for some reason. Take the share off and put it on again and see if it finds it then.
Nope, it's not managing to pick it up for some reason. I'm not sure why. I'm sorry about that. But hopefully you'll get it off the email and have a look at it. I'll read it through for you. It says an online evening of food and entertainment can be enjoyed by Musselburgh residents today, Thursday. So this was out on the day of the book festival event. Organised by the Edinburgh International Book Festival's Citizen Project, Stories in Scran starts at 7 o'clock, featuring local lung health group, the Warblers. Noelle Cobden, the festival's communities programme director, said, although we can't physically come together during this year's book festival, Stories in Scran will provide a virtual opportunity for local people and those from further afield to share a meal, engage with insightful writing and artwork from citizen participants, and feel connected. The festival's partners, Scran Academy, will cook and deliver a free meal to those joining the event within a Musselburgh or Edinburgh postcode. Those watching from further afield can be sent an ingredients list and recipe card so they can recreate the meal at home to eat together with the online audience while enjoying readings and stories from the Musselburgh area. John Lufton from Scran Academy said this event with the book festival will not only fill people's bellies with our Scran, but fill their hearts and minds by sharing stories. The festival will be hosted by the festival's the event will be hosted by the festival's citizen writers in residence, Eleanor Tom and Layla Josephine. There will be live readings, audio recordings and a film, all showcasing the stories by people from North Edinburgh and Musselburgh. Featured will be a newspaper from lockdown, the Warbler Bugle, and stories and songs based on memories and experience of singing by Musselburgh-based the Warblers, vocalists with lung conditions. As part of the Citizen Project, the group has also written a song, Singing is My Solace. Jane Lewis, the Warblers song leader, said, the project has been an important focus for the group at a time when many of them were shielding and quite isolated. And then it tells you how to book a free meal and how to sign up and all about the Warblers and how you can join us. So it doesn't mention Midlothian as well because the project was actually, the project areas were just North Edinburgh and Musselburgh. And we kind of managed to get the Newton Grange group in as well because they were very much part of the Warblers project, but it wasn't one of their focus areas. So that's why it just says that, and that was the Musselburgh paper, of course. I did send something to the Dalkeith paper as well, but I don't have such a good contact there, and I'm not sure if they put it in or not. So let's move on to sing a little bit of Singing is My Solace again, so that I'm really hoping that we know this song really well, so we can just sort of pick it up at any time. Let me bring the words up. Singing is my solace, singing is my cure, singing when I'm happy, singing when I'm unsure. And then the other part of the chorus, singing is my pick-me-up, oh, singing is my pick-me-up. And that goes twice. I'm just going to put it in once because this is a bit cumbersome. Let me put ×2 after that. And then we've got the other half. Tell your story, soft or bold, oh, singing is for young and old. And that comes twice as well. And then we've got the verses. Always felt embarrassed singing in public, never even sang in church. Now I sing my heart out in the car. And then we get into the chorus. He made us sing it up on the mountain till we got it right. I remember smoking a pipe. And we always sang in the car as kids, all the way to South Wales and back. And with my kids, I did the same.
There we go. So let's recap this to start with. I'm going to stand up again. Singing is my solace, singing is my cure. In one breath, I'll do it to start with. Singing is my solace. Oh no, we have a breath there actually, don't we? So I'll do that again. Singing is my solace. So 1, 2. Singing is my solace. Singing is my cure. You're done. Singing is my cure. Singing when I'm happy. Singing when I'm happy. Singing when I'm unsure. Singing when I'm unsure. All of that. Singing is my solace. Singing is my solace. Singing is my cure. Singing when I'm happy. Singing when I'm unsure. And again. Singing is my solace. Singing is my cure. Singing when I'm happy. Singing when I'm unsure. And then do do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Singing is my pick-me-up. Singing is my pick-me-up. Oh, singing is my pick-me-up. Oh, 1, 2. Singing is my pick-me-up. Oh, singing is my pick-me-up. Down the first time, then the second time it goes up at the end. I'll just do it. Singing is my pick-me-up. Oh, singing is my pick-me-up. 1, 2. Singing is my pick-me-up. Oh, singing is my pick-me-up. So let's put those two together. 1, 2. Singing is my pick-me-up. Oh, singing is my pick-me-up. Singing is my pick-me-up. Oh, singing is my pick-me-up. And then tell your story, exactly the same. So 1, 2. Tell your story, soft or bold. Oh, singing is for young and old. Tell your story, soft or bold. Oh, singing is for young and old. Lovely. And then we're into the verses. He made us sing it. Always felt embarrassed singing in public. Never even sang in church. So I'll do it first of all. Always felt embarrassed singing in public. Never even sang in church. So one breath. 1, and. Always felt embarrassed singing in public. Never even sang in church. Now I sing my heart out in the car. And we take a breath just before heart, so we've got enough breath to really sustain the car. It kind of grows on that bit. Now I sing my heart out in the car. So let's do the whole of that verse. Always felt embarrassed. 1, 2. Always felt embarrassed singing in public, never even sang in church. Now I sing my heart out in the car. And then that's the same note that we begin again for. Singing is my solace. Or down there for singing is my pick-me-up. Oh, singing is my pick-me-up. He made us sing it up on the mountain till we got it right. I remember smoking a pipe. I'll do it first. He made us sing it up on the mountain till we got it right. A 1, 2. He made us sing it up on the mountain till we got it right. I remember smoking a pipe. I remember smoking a pipe. Whole of the second verse. A 1, 2. He made us sing it up on the mountain till we got it right. I remember smoking a pipe. And then we always sang in the car as kids all the way to South Wales and back. And with my kids I did the same. Your turn. We always sang in the car as kids all the way to South Wales and back. And with my kids I did the same. And there is an accompanying bit under the verse that we've never actually learnt. It's very, very simple. So we're going to do that today as well. And it starts with dums, and it starts with a low dum here, and the second one is the same. So the first 4 dums are dum, 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 dum. So let's do those. And dum, 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 dum. 1, 2. Dum, 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 dum. And then we have dum, 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 dum. So you've got 2 here. Dum, dum. Then it goes down 1 and works its way up. Dum, 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 dum. Let's try that. 1, 2. Dum, 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 dum. I'll do the whole thing and then I'll break it down again just so you can hear it. Dum, 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 dum. And we have 1 breath in the middle after the 4th dum. So I'll do the first half. Dum, 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 your turn. Dum, 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 dum. Then you go back up again. Dum, 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 dum. And up there. Dum, so the second half. Dum, 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 Let's see if we've got it all the way through. Don't worry if you haven't quite. And remember, it's dum with a good flick and a very relaxed. So it all vibrates nicely. A 1 and a 2 and dum 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 dum, release, dum 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 dum. Let's try that once more. A 1, 2, dum 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 dum. Let's sing it through with the track, and if you want to have a go at putting that in any of the verses, feel free. So that note you start on, the dum, is the note the verse starts on. Always felt embarrassed, so it's that one there. Dum, but you just stay there. Dum, dum, dum. It's on the track, so the track will hold you right if you want to give it a go. If you want to give that a go in one of the verses and sing the tune in the others, whatever you feel drawn towards. So I'm pretty sure this starts with a round of Singing Is Your Solace, and then Singing Is My Pick-Me-Up comes in, with Singing Is My Solace underneath, and then Tell Your Story with do-do-do underneath. So you can either do the Singing Is My Solace and the do-do-do's, or the Singing Is My Pick-Me-Up, and you can change on the different choruses, and enjoy. It's our song. It's the Warblers song. Let's go.
Singing is my solace, singing is my cure, singing when I'm happy, singing when I'm unsure. Singing is my pick-me-up, oh, singing is my pick-me-up. Singing is my pick-me-up, oh, singing is my pick-me-up. Tell your story soft or bold, oh, singing is for young and old. Tell your story soft or bold, oh, singing is for young and old. Always felt embarrassed singing in public, never even sang in church. Now I sing my heart out in the car. Singing is my pick-me-up, oh, singing is my pick-me-up. Singing was my pick-me-up, oh, singing is my pick-me-up. Tell your story soft or bold, oh, singing is for young and old. Tell your story soft or bold, oh, singing is for young and old. He made us sing it up on the mountain till we got it right. I remember smoking a pipe. Singing is my pick-me-up, oh, singing is my pick-me-up. Singing is my pick-me-up, oh, singing is my pick-me-up. Tell your story soft or bold, oh, singing is for young and old. Tell your story soft or bold, oh, singing is for young and old. We always sang in the car as kids, all the way to South Wales and back. And with my kids I did the same. Singing is my pick-me-up, oh, singing is my pick-me-up. Singing is my pick-me-up, oh, singing is smapping me, pick me up. Tell your stories soft about how singing is for young and old. Tell your stories soft about how singing is for young and old.
Lovely. The dums in the verses were actually quite quiet, weren't they? So I don't know if you did try that, if that was quite challenging. Do let me know if you tried it and if you managed it or not. And I'll maybe do a track with those a little bit louder so they're a little bit easier to pick out. I think when I did the track, we were just learning the tune and I didn't want it to detract too much. It was just before the book festival event actually, and we were learning it quite quickly because Ellie was wanting to come round and record people singing it, so I knew we weren't going to have time to learn that bit as well. So we're going to finish with Let the Circle Be Wide again. Really lovely song by Tommy Sands. Let the circle be wide round the fireside, and we'll soon make room for you. Let your heart feel no fear, for there's no strangers here, just friends that you never knew. It's a really lovely song, really lovely sentiment. I'll put the words here just in case anybody doesn't have them. There we go. Let the circle, let the circle be wide. I'll do it line by line. So really relaxed, loving, loving, joyful kind of quality that this song has, really welcoming. Let the circle be wide around the fireside. Could be a fireside in your home, fire outdoors, just welcoming, that sense of welcoming everybody, feeling welcomed ourselves and welcoming everybody. No strangers, just friends that you never knew. Let the circle be wide round the fireside, your turn. Let the circle be wide round the fireside, and we'll soon make room for you, and we'll soon make room for you. Let your heart feel no fear, for there's no strangers here. Let your heart feel no fear, for there's no strangers here. Just friends that you never knew. Just friends that you never knew. I'll go again, call and response. Let the circle be wide round the fireside, your turn. Let the circle be wide round the fireside, and we'll soon make room for you, and we'll soon make room for you. Let your heart feel no fear, for there's no strangers here. Let your heart feel no fear, for there's no strangers here. Just friends that you never knew. Just friends that you never knew. Whole thing. Let the circle be wide round the fireside, and we'll soon make room for you. Let your heart feel no fear, for there's no strangers here, just friends that you never knew. I'm just checking in that line in the middle that you're breathing it all the way through. Let your heart feel no fear, for there's no strangers here. Let's go again, the whole thing. 1, 2. Let the circle be wide round the fireside, and we'll soon make room for you. Let your heart feel no fear, for there's no strangers here, just friends that you never knew. And checking that you're smiling. Let the circle be wide round the fireside, and we'll soon make room for you. Let your heart feel no fear, for there's no strangers here, just friends that you never knew. And we started learning the higher part of this song last week, so I'm going to recap that as well. If you've just learnt it and you just want to stick with the tune, no worries, just have a wee rest while we learn this. So it starts on the same note. Let the circle be wide round the fireside, and let the circle be wide round the fireside, and we'll soon make room. Sorry. And we'll soon make room for you. I'm getting mixed up which one I'm reading. Let me go. Ignore that one. And we'll soon make room for you. I knew it stayed up there. Let's do that one. And we'll soon make room for you. I'll put those two together. Let the circle be wide round the fireside, and we'll soon make room for you. You're done. Let the circle be wide round the fireside, and we'll soon make room for you. Let your heart feel no fear, you just stay up there. Let your heart feel no fear, for there's no strangers here, for there's no strangers here, just friends that you never knew, just friends that you never knew. Let your heart feel no fear, for there's no strangers here. Let's go. Let your heart feel no fear, for there's no strangers here. And again with that one all together. Let your heart feel no fear, for there's no strangers here, just friends that you never knew, just friends that you never knew. From let your heart to the end, 1, and let your heart feel no fear, for there's no strangers here, just friends that you never knew. Let's see if we've got it from the beginning, and don't worry if you've not got it all. Let the circle be wide round the fireside, and then we go up, and we'll let 1, and let the circle be wide round the fireside, and we'll soon make room for you. Let your heart feel no fear, for there's no strangers here, just friends that you never knew. And again, let the circle be wide round the fireside,
there's no strangers here, just friends that you never knew. And we're going to recap the tune. Let the circle be wide round the fireside, and we'll soon make room for you. Let your heart feel no fear, for there's no strangers here, just friends that you never knew. And I've got a track with both of those on. If you just want to stick to the tune, that's absolutely fine. You can be singing that while the higher harmony is washing over you. If you want to go at the higher harmony, give it a go. Really don't worry if you haven't quite got it all. We're only just beginning learning it. This goes around 3 times. The first time is just the tune, I think. And then the higher harmony is the tune and the higher harmony for the other 2 times. So enjoy, relax, imagine you're sitting around this lovely fire and feeling really open-hearted towards everybody. Let the circle be wide round the fireside, and we'll soon make room for you. Let your heart feel no fear, for there's no strangers here, just friends that you never knew. Let the circle be wide round the fireside, and we'll soon make room for you. Let your heart feel no fear, for there's no strangers here, just friends that you never knew. Let the circle be wide round the fireside, and we'll soon make room for you. Let your heart feel no fear, for there's no strangers here, just friends that you never knew. Lovely. So that's nearly our time up. So, oh, jangling my tuning fork. So just as we're finishing, let's just come back to our breath for a moment. And notice becoming aware of the body sitting here on the chair. And becoming aware of all the different sensations in the body after this time together singing. You might notice your heart beating. You might notice some warmth in your hands. You might notice some cold in some areas of the body. Might be aware of the breath moving through the whole body. And maybe just spending a moment giving thanks to this body for all it does for us. And have a lovely rest of your Monday, or whatever day you're on, people who are watching this later. And I will see you again next week. Bye for now.